Our senior U.S. correspondent Mike Wagenheim has been covering everything happening at the United Nations General Assembly and spoke to the Hungarian Foreign Minister, Peter Szijjártó, on the latest developments, specifically with the alliances between Israel and Europe. Here's what the Foreign Minister had to say.
Look, this is a pro-Hungarian strategy, you know. So on many occasions, we are being stigmatized as if carrying out a pro-Israel foreign policy, a pro-US foreign policy, pro-Trump, pro-Putin, pro-I don't know what, pro-China. But the thing is that this is a pro-Hungarian policy. So we identify our national interest and we act according to our national interest. And our national interest is that the world should not be divided into blocks again. When the world was divided into blocks last time, we wasted 40 years of our lives because we're losers of that system. So we don't want the world to be divided into blocks again. What we would want is that the world comes into the age of connectivity. Connectivity meaning that mutual respect comes back as the basis of the system of international cooperation. And if the international cooperation system is being based on mutual respect, then it will bring mutual benefits as well. So we always support all those moves which bring us closer to a respect-based global cooperation, and we always counter steps which bring us towards the world being divided into blocks again.
Mike also asked the foreign minister about some European countries imposing sanctions on Israel, which Hungary is against. Take a listen.
Well, first of all, I do believe that sanction-based policies do not really make sense. And this is my experience, because I can't recall any sanction measure carried out by the European Union which would have been successful. So therefore, my frustration comes from the fact that whenever European Union faces an international challenge, the first thing is always to think about sanctions. But those sanctions don't work, simply. I mean, look at the sanctions against Russia. Those sanctions have caused more harm on the European economy than on the Russian economy. Why would it make sense to, for example, to suspend the association agreement with Israel? Would that help? What kind of forward progress would it mean if we put trade restrictions on Israel? So, you know, I think that the European Union should be much more innovative and much smarter than that. The problem is, I think, that the European leaders are becoming frustrated. Why? Because Europe is losing weight, is losing significance, is losing economic performance, but I don't believe sanctions would help.
And the Hungarian foreign minister also chimed in on what to do with Iran's nuclear program and the actions European countries are taking against Iran.
Look, Hungary is absolutely counter-interested when it comes to the number of countries with nuclear weapons to grow. So we don't want Iran to have a nuclear weapon. It's so obvious. We do believe that International Atomic Energy Agency has played a very successful role in keeping the developments under control. And I think that Director General Grossi makes a good job as well when it comes to keeping situation under control. So I do hope that diplomacy will get some additional chance, and at the end of the day, this nuclear program will get back under control. And we do hope that that somehow this whole turbulent situation can be resolved, because I mean, the security situation of the Middle East has a direct impact on the security situation of Central Europe. So we don't want further fires to be blown in the Middle East.